As we all know, coronavirus or COVID-19 progressively expanded around the world after the pandemic was difficult to contain, including in Malaysia until the government decided to introduce Movement Control Orders, or we can call MCO, which are becoming increasingly severe and limited for job holders in finding employment. COVID-19 pandemic has also had a major impact on the country, especially towards macroeconomy. After the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, it has affected a person who is actively looking for a job and cannot find a job, or in other words, unemployed. The unemployment rate in Malaysia became higher because of tougher restrictions imposed to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, the impact has caused various problems, and the question is, what is the effects of high unemployment rate that has occurred in Malaysia? So basically, there are 4 effects of high employment rate in Malaysia, which are loss of job skills, permanent loss of outputs of goods and services, loss in government revenue and social problems, loss in government revenue and social problems. Firstly, what is meant by loss of job skill is that individuals will lose skills if unemployment continues for an extended length of time, resulting in a loss of human capital. By rising crime rates, it will also drive to extreme social and political activity. Secondly, it causes permanent loss of output of goods and services. In terms of services, an economy with high employment is not utilizing all its resources, particularly labor. In terms of goods, the economy is running below its production potential border, which reduces efficiency and output. Thirdly, loss in government revenue, or can be described as the government will receive less taxation revenue but will have to pay more on unemployment benefits. Lastly, social problems could happen to unemployed because unemployment could lower their morale and causes human misery. It will only get worse when the unemployed turn to committing legal offences. Therefore, such effects cannot be taken lightly, as they are capable of affecting macroeconomy of the country.
Okay, so now I will present the summary of the case. So COVID-19 has attacked around the world, where it can affect the economic sectors, and all economic sectors must be closed and cannot operate temporarily due to Movement Control Order (MCO). The economic sectors cannot operate almost half a year, and many people lost their job because many companies had to lay off workers because of inability to pay worker wages. So before pandemic, the unemployment rate in Malaysia is below 3.5%, but after COVID-19 outbreak, the rate is increased above 5%. So this is the highest unemployment rate in Malaysia for the last 10 years. And the type of unemployment in this issue is cyclical unemployment, because this is a serious form of unemployment because the economy is under recession.
Unemployment is one element of macroeconomics with microeconomic basis. Unemployment happens when a person who is actively seeking employment is unable to find job. Unemployment is defined as the inability of people with the labor force capacity to find work. There are many types of unemployment, such as frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, and physical unemployment. Frictional unemployment caused by movement of person from one occupation to another. Structural unemployment is a mismatch between professions and employees' abilities.
Cyclical unemployment is defined as a type of unemployment in which employees lose their job because of cycle instability in production. And the second one is COVID-19 pandemic forced business closure and create a crisis for all people in the workforce. The third point I will share with you guys is cyclical unemployment can end with the government implementing program, increasing production and decreasing the interest rate. And the last one is government across the world have attempted to stimulate the economy in various ways, for example by offering tax cut for small business owner.
Undoubtedly, the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected various things related to the people. Among them, it has affected their current income as well as disrupted their working hours. A lot of data and information that we can see as it has been displayed on websites on the internet. Each country faces an unemployment crisis but differs according to their respective regulatory systems. At the beginning, when Malaysia began to be affected by this pandemic, the government still could not know where the peak was because every day there will be a new record of unemployment. The government must ensure the financial and psychological well-being of the people while waiting for the pandemic to fully recover. Because if this epidemic lasts for a long time, it will have a big impact, that is fatigue, to the people. It will lead to violations of the Standard Operating Procedures (SOP) as established by the government. We can see foreign countries such as Indonesia and India where livelihoods have overcome their SOPs. Next, government roles and engagement with diverse communities and industries are essential, especially in the event of reductions in employment and business losses at the right time. Support and action for employers and workers must be emphasized to address the challenges of this difficult time for everyone.